Hey guys, in this tutorial I want to show you how you can create this rotating text filter in the Spark AR Studio, so let's go! Hey again, so let's start creating this rotating text effect here in the Spark AR Studio. But before we start here, we have to make sure to create our assets we need for this filter the right way, because the text above the head is a picture file, so we have to create this picture file first in a certain way. I use Sketch for creating my assets, but yeah, you can use Photoshop, Illustrator, as I said, Sketch or Canva or any other program where you are used to create assets. So yeah, I created this text, but you have to make sure that your text is in this safe area here. Yeah, I show it to you here. My artboard has a size of 500 times 500 pixels, and the safe area is in the middle of this of this artboard, 500 times 180 pixels. So yeah, make sure your text is in this safe area, so everything you create will be shown here in the circle around your head. So the next step, when you have created your assets, just export it as a PNG file and then drag and drop it into your assets bundle of your Spark AR Studio. So after the import, make sure you set the compression to none, and then create a material for this. So new material, I will call this text. So next up is to enable the batch editor, and then go to your material and set the shader type to flat, and then click on this little arrow next to texture. So this is in your patch editor. So the next thing we have to do is to drag and drop our texture file into the batch editor, so it will be shown here, so we can work with this later on. But before we start working here in the batch editor, we have to add another object in our scene, so the text gets its form. So we have to import something from the Spark AR library. So just click on the library, go to this 3D shapes, or just go to 3D objects, here 3D shapes, and here we have to import the cylinder primitive. So just click on import free, and then it will automatically download it and insert it to your patch editor. So when it is downloaded and imported, just drag and drop it into your scene, and then you will have this cylinder object here in the middle of your scene. But we want to follow the cylinder to follow our face, so we have to add a new object, a face tracker object, and then just drag and drop the cylinder object into the face tracker object. So here is our cylinder following my nose at the moment. So let's make sure our cylinder has the right size. So open the cylinder object, and here you find another cylinder object. Just click on it, and the first thing, just set the material from the cylinder material to the text material. So next up, set the right size. The inner cylinder has a scale from 2 at the x-axis, y at 1, and z also at 2. So next step, click on the outer cylinder, and here also set the scale to 2.5, 2.5, and also set on 2.5. When this is too big for you, you can also set this down to, let's say, 2. So we set our the right scale here. So here you have just to make sure that everything has the same amount here. So next up, we can go to our patch editor and add some patches. So the first patch we have to import is the 2D transform pack, and also we have to import a texture transform patch. So the RGB output of our texture goes into texture input of the texture transform, and the output of the 2D transform pack goes into the transform input of the texture transform. So, and the last step is just to connect this output with the input of the diffused textures. So now you can already see that there is some something weird going on. So now the magic comes in. We have to make sure we are scaling our texture right so it fits our cylinder. And now we have to do some, yeah, coding or just putting in the right values here in our transform pack, 2D transform pack. So you have to set the X translation to -0.95, the Y translation to -0.1, the X scale to -0.7 and the Y scale to 0.7. So next up is the pivot. Set the X pivot to 1 and here the Y pivot to 0.4. Now you see the text is rotated and it's on a weird place, so let's make sure that we rotate this to the front and also flip it so it's you can read it. So go to the outer cylinder, go to the rotation of this outer cylinder and set the Z to -180. So now the rotation is right, but not in the front. So make sure that you set the Y rotation to 90. So now it's in front of my head. I think it's too far away. So yeah, let's push it a little bit back so it's closer to my face. But at the moment, my text is only in the front of my face, so we also want it so that it rotates behind my face. So we need a second text element behind our face. So when it's rotating, we have a text the whole way around. So yeah, go to your scene and then click on the inner cylinder. Right click and then click on duplicate. Now it will duplicate the outer and the inner cylinder, but you have just to drag and drop the inner cylinder to the other inner cylinder, confirm it, and then delete just this null object. So now we have two cylinders. I will call this cylinder 1 and the second one cylinder 2. And now we have sure that this don't look that weird. So reset all the values, the position to 0. And also here the rotation to 0. So now the second cylinder is exactly behind the first cylinder. So just rotate the second cylinder, the Y-axis to -180. And now you can see here it's already behind my face, but you can't see it because it's behind my face. So yeah, and let's animate this cylinder. But before we do that, we have to make sure that our text material, go to the advanced render options and then disable both of the use depth and the right to depth option. Then click on the outer cylinder, go to the right hand side on actions and then here on animate choose spin. So now it's already spinning, but it's upside down. So set here in the patch editor at the transition patch the set to -180 and also the second set to -180, and now it is rotating around our faces, but it's a bit too slow, too fast in my opinion. So set the duration to, let's say, 5, and now it's rotating much slower, but I want it to move up. So just pause it for a second, go to the position, and let's put the position to 0.1, and now it's higher up, and I think that looks better. So we can also set it a little bit down to 0, let's say 0.8. No, not 0.8, 0.08. So now it is much better. So this was how you can create this rotating text and filter in the Spark AR Studio. It's not that hard. I think I could help you. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, and if you are new to this channel, it would be great if you subscribe to it. And when you have some other textures or you need a bigger bigger cylinder, just play around here with the scale, and then you also have to play around here with the translation back. For example, when you set the translation to minus 0.5, yeah, the text crops in and it doesn't fit the cylinder in a good way. So these settings are just for this scale settings of the cylinder. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!